Zip, this is the second time today.
I'm real tired of this shit.
Did I bash your head in?
Yes.
Quit talking shit then.
That's an amazing noise.
Yeah, you deserve it.
Shut to the ankles and you Oh no, I can't shoot through the glass. Oh, hang on, right up the butt cheek. Oh, ho, ho. Damn. Righty, hello people of the... Okay. My dishwasher is taking this time to basically go for the fucking throttle. Welcome back, okay? Welcome back to what is hopefully going to be another, you know, serviceable FlightSim stream. So, first thing first, elephant out of the room. I'm back from a little streaming holiday. I think it was the very end of January was the last time I did a stream. I might be mistaken on that one. So, yay, 20 days, but I'm back. You're getting one stream out of me today, then I go back to work, and then hopefully it'll be business as normal, and I'll be doing a wee kind of, you know, announcement about that over on Discord sometime in the next couple of days, just because there's a couple of things that's kind of changing in and out of the lineup. So yeah, hopefully, you know, hopefully that all works out. For today, we're going to be doing another flight simulator stream. The reason that you can't see it at the moment is because it's going to be a VR stream, and currently my headset is sitting over there, so we'll put it on when we're ready to get started. Just before I went on holiday, I tried to do another FlightSim stream, and I think it was fair to say that it was plagued with problems. So I've used the I guess you could call it the off season to really try and put a lot of work into into getting that addressed more than anything. And I've identified a number of quite large culprits, one of them being Steam VR. Steam VR, it doesn't matter if you cut all of the settings down to minimum. Maybe it's my headset that I'm using, but with Steam VR in Microsoft Flight Simulator, I keep trying to say FSX because I'm old school like that. But the problem that you've got is basically that the performance is just terrible, and when it's not terrible, you just get these random lags out of nowhere. And it's not that they don't happen with OpenXR, because it does still happen to some extent, but they're certainly a lot more reduced, and it's more kind of headset overloading than it is just the you know, the combination of shit not being very suitable for each other. So the plan today, when we get into it, so we're about to get the headset on and get this shit show on the road, is to take a flight, and we will be flying from Oban Airport on the west side of Scotland, and we'll be going up to the where we're going. We're going to Benbecula, which is on the Outer Hebrides, and both of these are add-on airports that I have basically got added, and they're really high quality. I quite like them. They're not bug free. You'll see some of the bugs when we get into it. But yeah, so one thing I need to get ready is my little pineapple sippy cup. One thing I learned through testing is that having like an open topped container when I've got my headset on, I can't fucking see, is that you know, you reach to go and get it, and then you're at risk of knocking it over. So at least this has got a closed top. It's not to say it is, you know, completely perfect, but it will at least partially stop us from spilling stuff everywhere. Cool. Right. So with that in mind, we've got our handholdies over there. Okay. So let's start the process of getting this set up.
There is nothing for me to resume.
Okay, Alexa thinks I'm talking to it. Makes sense. Absolutely fine. So, one thing I do need to do is I need to get our eyes up and running. Oh, brother. This is completely... Great, we're off to a great start. So the quest link has managed to disable itself, so that's pretty fun. But then once we get this loaded, so I think because that's broken, we're probably going to need to close the Oculus mirror. Okay, fine. So let's get the Oculus mirror back up. There we go. Cool. Let's get the smooth settings on so you can all see shit. And then we're going to set this to be captured. So we're going to get this on and this off. And here we go. We can see shit. Cool. So we'll get into FlightSim in just a wee second. One thing I do want to do is find out why this headset's hurting my fucking head. Oh, that's because I got none of the rear guard. Sorted. Okay, so one thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab which hand? This is gonna be the left hand, so let's grab the right hand. Put that back on my desk. Okay. So a halfway decent solution. Quite early doors into the stream. So we don't have any chat messages yet, but let's just get the game up and running. Ooh, that's not gone smoothly. Okay, there we go. This is better. This is better. Cool. Oh right. I was like, why can't we see the instrumentation? But it's because we're in outsidey kind of view, so that's fine. God, I forget how much you guys can't see over what I can see. It's kind of a little bit whack, but I need it to make it smooth because otherwise it's jittery as fuck. So I think I can actually show you. So if I do reset settings. Yeah, so see how there's that little kind of tremble of the camera constantly? That's one of the things that I get, so I smoothen it out for you guys, but unfortunately the smoothing does mean that there's so much less that you guys can see. Alright, where's my headphones? Alright then, well, let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into it. Cool. So this is our little aircraft that we're going to be flying today. It is a Grob 115, commonly known in the well known to the the Air Cadet program as the Grob Tutor, and we're actually flying it in RAF Air Experience flight livery. So welcome to Oban Airfield. This is a nice little add-on scenery that I got put in. There's probably a lot more traffic here than you might expect. And the other problem... Oh no, it's gone. Okay, so it behaves in VR. Huh, that's interesting. So if I turn the VR off, there's actually like a massive jetliner here, which is just fucking hilarious because there just shouldn't be a jetliner. Yeah. Cool. So, oh god. We're a little bit low for ourselves, so let me ow, just punch my fucking microphone. And this is the one problem with VR, I guess, is that you lose your surroundings of stuff around you. So let's get ourselves in the right angle and let's reset this. There we go. Okie doke. Okay, doke. One thing I do need to do, I just realized, my friggin' my Stream Deck keeps fucking up. And it's doing my tits in. So basically, our plan for today is to do this flight up to Ben Becula. But then once that is done, we are pretty much we'll see how long it takes, to be perfectly honest, and then we will make a decision really on whether or not we want to continue flying in FlightSim in VR, or if we want to hop over to IL2 Strumvoik and do some combat FlightSim, because it's been a while since we've done that, and I've done a little bit of work doing getting that all set up. So the other thing that we want is, let's go to our checklists. Cool. So we don't have a proper pilot friend with us. So we'll put our air traffic control window. Now, one thing I have been noticing in my testing is that I've been having a little bit of a bug with the air traffic control in that the audio doesn't, it just stops coming through for some weird reason. So yeah, so the good thing about this is now that we're on OpenXR, everything's a lot smoother than it was. Which is definitely good. I say that as the headset just absolutely spazzes out. Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Cool. Okay. Fine. Okay. I need to stop punching stuff with this fucking thing. So basically, it's a VR flight, so we're not really going to have that much talking with the air traffic control to do. The bug that I experienced with the air traffic control is that halfway through anything, the air traffic control just like stops having audio. It's still talking to you, but you don't hear it. Okay, we have done the pre-flight inspection. We have done the passenger briefing. Our parking brake is set applied. It's a little bit blurry for me, so I have to zoom on in. The propeller is absolutely clear, so that's fine. We're looking for the battery switch, which is this one, and we're going to turn that one on. So battery master is now on. The gen switch should be on, and the avionics master should be off, which it is. So the pitot heat is going to go on. We're going to make sure it's functional. There's probably a way of checking this, but I don't know what it fucking is. So that's fine. Pitot heat is off. And we're going to put our navigation lights to on. So I can't really see them over here, but we do have our navigation lights on. Alternator static. It should be in the in position. So instruments, we want to check the condition of our instruments. Everything's looking clear. It's not dirty. Fine. Makes sense. Oh, CPWP. Not sure what this one is. We're going to test this. Show me the button. Okay, CPWP. It doesn't really tell me what this is. Cool. Fair enough. Doesn't show us shit. Okay, so the voltmeter. So the voltmeter is over this side, and I have to be careful and not crash into anything over here. Voltmeter should be in the green, and it is in the green, so that is fine. The RPM lever. Okay. So mixture control should be set high. RPM lever should be set high. Just wind that throttle back to 0. Our trim should be set for takeoff. So let's just move that wheel into the takeoff position. Okay, so it is in the takeoff position. Fuel selector should be both, which it is. And the fuel cutoff, we will move to the open position. There we go. Cool. So this is our engine starts check. So because we're going to turn our engines on, we are going to want our strobe lights on. Canopy, we're going to close the canopy. Cool, so that is now closed. Ignition is off. The fuel pump. Fuel pump should be on for 5 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's close that one. So the throttles are closed. And then, what is this? The top lever. Okay, I don't know what that's trying to say. The propeller area is still clear. So we're going to put we're going to put our ignition to both, which is what that says. And then we're going to push the starter. Oh, this is what the CWP is. So we should test this. So yeah, all of our panels are there. Fine. So let's use the starter. Cool. So the throttle should be set to 1000 RPM. And the oil pressure, so our pressures are over here. So temperature is starting to come up. Fuel level is full. Voltmeters fine. So the oil pressure we're just waiting on coming up. Or is that the fuel pressure? That's the fuel pressure. Is there a thing for oil pressure? Apparently not. Oh well. Fine. So now that the engines have started, whoops, that's not what I wanted. Let's get back out of this. Oh, okay, it's the same frequency. Fine. Okay, so the ammeter is in the positive, so that is fine. GPS, we can actually turn this on, I believe. So GPS power is on. Okay, I think we need avionics master for this. Oh yeah, here we go. So this works because we've got our flight plan put in. So EGEO is where we are. Makes sense? Okay, fine. So we've got the GPS, we've got the radio set, our transponder. I'm not too sure where our transponder's here. Fine. Okay. Well, we don't have that. Attitude indicator needs to be erected. I assume that means caged. Okay, DME selector is required. Okay, so we next need to do flaps. So let's give us full flaps. So we've verified that we are at full flaps, so that's absolutely fine. I don't know what that was driving down the runway. So mixture level should be about 2/3, it says. Okay, so landing lights now are going to go on. Landing light. And we are departing to the north.
Ground Hibble 2 ready to taxi north departure.
I love that
Hibble 2
works.
taxi to and hold short of runway 19er. Contact tower on 118.05 when ready.
Cool.
Taxi to and hold short runway 19er Hibble 2.
I love that works. I only discovered it when I was doing my testing. Okay, so we're going to runway 19, which is the one. Oh, I'm pointing with my real hand and not my, not my left. So runway 19 is the one that is over here. Fine. Cool. Right, so we'll get towards the runway then, and then we will we'll do that one. So our parking brake is released. Let's give the throttle a little bit of oomph. And let's taxi it on out. Let's watch these people's nice little planes that they've got left flying around. This is just grass, so there's no approved kind of like taxiway or anything. Until we get up here, of course. But yeah, we'll take off. We'll go have a look at Oban, and then we'll continue north to Fort William. And then we'll head on up to Benbecula. That is actually the... Okay, so we're not going to come around this corner because I just realized there was actually markings on that tells me that is the whole short position. So we're going to put the park and brake on. Okay, so park and brake is on. The canopy is closed and it is locked. That's the ejection lever. We don't want to touch that one. The flight console is centered. The oil pressure... Doesn't really does it give me an oil pressure? It gives me a fuel pressure. It doesn't give me an oil pressure. But anyway, I don't have a warning, so I assume it's absolutely fine. So the throttle should be set for 2,000 RPM. Why does it feel like I've dropped this? Okay. That was funny. Okay, fine. So so the throttle should be so this is to warm up the engine. So we're going to bring the throttle up to 2,000 RPM, which is here. And then we're going to cycle so we're going to cycle this lever. So propeller control. Oops. Do you know what? We're not going to do the warm-up checks. It's going to be a nightmare with the way that this works. Anyway, it's fine. Alternative air is available as it's needed. Oil temperatures. Fine. Oh yeah, there you go. That's brought up the pressure. Fine. This is why we do this. Okay. Fine. So fuel selector to both. Trim is takeoff. We've already done that one. RPM lever is high. Mixture lever is BPM. Alternative air should be in, which it is. Flaps now into the takeoff position. Fuel pump should be on. Pitot heat as required, won't be required for today. Landing lights on, nav lights are on. Strobe lights will now go to red. Instruments are fine. Avionics is as required. Visor's down. I don't have any fucking visors. Oh, it's helmet visors. Harnesses are secure. Flight control. So this is one that's quite easy to do in a smaller plane. Not so easy to do it in like a larger plane. But if we look behind us, So if we go down and up, you can see the white surface is moving. That's the rudder going. And then check the ailerons. They are free, loose, and we're getting kind of full and good range. Cool. Okay. Fine. Strobe lights. So white transponder on, compass heading. Okay. I love how it gives things for each thing. Okay, let's just get our
Tower
takeoff
Hibble
plans.
2 ready for departure to the north at runway 19er.
Hibble 2, wind 272 at 5. North departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 19er.
Alright, had a problem with my drink. My drink has spilled everywhere. Apparently my sippy cup idea hasn't actually worked.
Cleared for takeoff runway 19er Hibble 2.
Ah, the fuck, that spilled everywhere. Oh, bother. Have you got your own call sign? Yes, yes, I have got my own call sign. I need a fucking... Give me a second, guys. I've gone had a malfunction with my my little cup. If you put basically if you put the straw in too deep, it uses its you know that capillary action to go and lift some of it out, so it's actually spilled quite a bit. Do you know what? While I clean this up, work break. Great, my computer chair is gonna smell like vodka and cider now. Oh, God damn. Alright, let's get back to it. So yes, we do have our own call sign. We have we have Hibble 2 as our call sign, which is pretty funny. What if I don't have my headphones? Oh, they're there. Righty, let's get the camera off and get back to it then, huh? Okay, well, we're still cleared for takeoff, so that's good. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put our park and brake to release once again. Okay, I think mixture should be a bit more than this. So we're cleared for takeoff, and we do have the flaps in the takeoff position. So let's just line up properly. And then let's get this shit underway, huh? Pretty sure I saw something running across the runway there. Okay, so airspeed's in the green, so goodbye Oban, or Oban Airport more correctly. We're gonna get up in the air now. There we go. Go. let's bring the flaps up now that we don't overly need them. And so as we continue heading south, we should actually come into Oban proper here. So yeah, welcome to the west coast of
for
Scotland.
north departure.
Received.
Tower Hibble 2, continue for north departure.
Yeah, here it is. So I believe this is Oban down here. I do actually have a custom scenery, which adds a helipad at the little the hospital that's here. I think it's like Lornan Islands Hospital. Anyway, we're gonna turn north now. And we're gonna do our after takeoff checks just now. This is pretty. This shit never ceases to just completely amaze me. Okay, let's scale the. Okay, well, let's just keep. So we want to tweak the mixture back a little bit. And then propeller control back a bit again. Whoa, up there. Okay, fine. So after takeoff checks, flaps are up, fuel pump is okay. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I lied. Maybe things are just a wee bit shakier than I thought they would be. Let's just go for a little pause here, because I don't know what is spazzing us out this much. Ah, okay, so it's not the simulator, it's the headset that's causing a bit of issues. Cool. So you guys can't seem to see what I see. It's secondary to. Interesting. Okay. Fine. So this is us now going to be heading up. So what our plan is to head up towards Fort William, and then we'll do a wee climb over the mountains, and then head. So one thing I want to do is I want to fix our. Oh. So I'm just trimming the aircraft, so I'm using my throttle for this. So you can see me turning that gauge slowly, and I'm trying to get 0 vertical climb. Come on, keep coming down. Okay, that's as good as zeroed. Perfect. So once your aircraft is well zeroed like this, you can basically take your hands off, and it's very almost like an autopilot in some respects. Okay, we'll keep our fuel pump off because we're not really planning on climbing too much further. The other thing I do want to do is I want to go to our
Hibble 2 leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
banging. Frequency change approved.
Tower Hibble 2, frequency change.
Let's put our map down here so we can see it as needed. Try not and biggen it. I want to make you bigger. Okay. So we entered a bit of a left-hand turn there. I'm curious to see what EGYS is. I do have a lot of added-on scenery. So it seems that whatever's over here is a little bit of a... has a little bitty of an airport.
Scottish Centre Hibble 2 is type 4 miles southeast of Echo Golf Yankee Sierra, 2,700 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace.
Hibble 2 Scottish Centre. Squawk 0625.
That'll get sorted automatically.
Squawk 0625 Hibble 2.
So there we go. There's our
Hibble 2
squawk code
radar
change.
contact 3 miles southeast of Echo Golf Yankee Sierra, 2,600 feet. Cleared through the Charlie airspace.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace Hibble 2.
Ah, that's pretty. Look at that. Okay, let's get underneath this cloud. I'm just curious as to what this is, because I actually genuinely have no idea. It looks almost like a quarry. It says there's an airport here, EGYS, and it says airport's over there somewhere. There's definitely buildings. Huh. EGYS is... I'll need to look that one up later. Anyway, let's continue up towards Fort William. So we have to be careful because I've picked up a little bit of speed over what we had where we when we trimmed the aircraft. So I just need to be mindful of the fact that we might enter a little bit of deltoid oscillations. Wait, is it deltoid or phugoid? I forget. But yeah, look how pretty this is. Fort William's only a relatively short detour for where we're going. Okay, let's try and do a little bit of balancing of the aircraft again. I want to try and balance it to be 0. For 100 knots. So 100 knots is about what? 118 miles an hour? I want to be careful. Just because I don't want to go in the cloud. Because if we go in the cloud, that means we ain't gonna see shit. Plus, if anything ends up going wrong here, actually, what was our fuel? Okay, our fuel pressure is in the green, but from this angle, it kind of looks a bit sketchy. Of course, this plane is equipped for doing aerobatics, so you can go right over and try and not make yourself super dizzy. It's worse when you watch it from the wing. Ah, the motion sickness is real. I got a little sun over here. I picked up a lot of airspeed from that. It's like when you see those memes about like, you know, video game quest areas where it's like weirdly lit up compared to other places. Yeah, that's kind of what that looks like, because it doesn't look like there's a ray of sun that's coming at it. Well, other ways, I guess, but. How? Oh, there's clear clouds above us. Again? Yeah, like what the fuck? It's just like, look at it. It's just like weirdly lit up compared to the rest of it. That's weird. One thing I do need to do real quick, I just realized, because Badger, your chat notices aren't quite coming through, so I need to go to settings. Yeah, there you go. You're pointing to the wrong thing. Okay, hopefully. Oh, that's not going on. Okay, hopefully that should work. And yeah, we're not overly going to talk about the you know, the correct dynamics of the fact that I'm drinking some vodka while flying, but it's fine. It's a simulator. Yeah, okay, this cloud's a little bit menacing. Let's get that's so funny. Like, look at it. Little patch of random green. Okay, let's just let's enter a little bit into a dive and get beneath this cloud. So that over there is EGS 05, which I think is a mountain rescue helipad. So we're gonna get up to Fort William and have a wee gander at that. Then we're going to try and navigate our way across. Hassle checks? Ah, fuck's a hassle check? Nice. Whoops. Whoops. So yeah. Oh, there's a nice wee village below us. Honestly, shit like this is why this game is just like, that's why I love it in VR. It's just, you know, getting to be able to look around the place, and there's a little bit of immersion break and stuff you have to deal with, but for the most part, it's really quite immersive. Okay, so it looks like after we're at Fort William, we're gonna have to do a little bit of kind of lake hopping in order to get to where we want. How are we doing fuel-wise? Yeah, we're absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. I hardly doubt this journey is going to, you know, strain us too much for fuel, which is pretty good. Of course, this this aircraft does have a rudimentary autopilot on it. I'm not too sure where the controls are for triggering it. I know one of them is on the... Yeah, I know that one of them is on the actual control stick here. Is that a little clock? Oh, it is. That's cool. Yeah, we're starting to approach Fort William. This is basically just at the end of this. I think it's still considered a lock, but it's actually connected directly into the sea. Like, yeah. I guess a whole chain of things is connected. So basically, the north of Scotland has this. It's actually a fault line that runs through it. So your you know, the Great Locks, your Loch Ness, your Loch Lomond, they all kind of sit within this big fault line. It's not a massively active fault, hence we don't have a lot of earthquakes in Scotland. But yeah. It does exist. There's another one, so there's that one, and then there is one that runs kind of across the Scottish borders as well. Less prominent in terms of geographical features, but I think I read somewhere that the area in between them, i.e. the Scottish lowlands, is actually getting smaller. So this is Fort William, so that's a supermarket there. I'm trying to see where the mountain rescue place is. Because it should be over here somewhere. There should be a helipad at it, though. I'm not entirely sure. How are we doing for speed? Fine for speed. Anything looks like a helipad to you guys? That could be it down there, actually. Is it? Might be. I'm not entirely sure. What does it say on it? Yeah, so we're pretty much right above it. Not that we'll be landing on a helipad, mind. Yeah, I think that is it, actually, the helipad down there for the mountain rescue. If not, you could always land on the football field. Cool, so in order to get back onto track, we want to head down this lock that we're facing. How are we doing for nearest airport? So Iggy's, as Badger pointed out, is currently not our destination, but we're quite far away from our destination. It's not this lock, it's that one over there. Let's turn on up. Oh, whoa, my whole vision went black there. That was not good. I'm surprised the controllers haven't said anything. They're probably sitting there like watching us on the radar getting like 100 feet off the ground at Fort William, like, my brother in Christ, what are you doing? Love this. Absolutely love it. But yeah, last time out we tested out an airliner, and despite being you know, so an airliner is obviously like more complex, so it took us quite a long time to get off the ground. But I was reading somewhere that somebody reckons the ATC issues that I've been experiencing basically could be caused by when the simulator gets overloaded. It just like it just like drops out basically. Which isn't ideal, but hey ho. Okay, so is this actually our destination? Okay, it doesn't give us a course though. I wonder, so are we still well balanced? Actually, not, but let's see if we can get. Oh no, that's not initialized, is it? That's kind of annoying. Can I initialize it real quick? You'd be able to. Sorry, this is going to look a bit scuffed for a minute, guys. This. Okay, there we go. Wow. Wow, we've only gone a little bit, of course. So we'll give the web server a little bit of time to come up. So I'm conscious this is going to be quite a long single flight. It's kind of what I wanted to do because I keep doing like a lot of short flights, and I'm aware that takeoff and landing is like the most interesting part of a flight. But it's also good to kind of manage your navigation and things. Now, because I've decided to detour via Fort William, that's why I'm using the VFR map. But I wonder if we can. Why does our trim just keep getting knocked out? Let's see if we can't get up the iPad. Yeet. Speaking of which, probably nothing new. Try again. Okay, let's look at the nav map. Okay, let's not look at the nav map. Let's look at the VFR map. Oh, okay. So yeah, so there's some. Oh, so there's some restricted airspace over here that we're definitely going to need to skirt around, unless we want to go high. That's going to be quite tricksy. Dude, what the fuck? Okay, so it just wants to follow this. Cool. So we're basically following this road below us until the coast. What I was trying to do. Does this one work? Yeah, it does. No. No, that's for online. Map. Yeah. I was trying to see if there's any like VOR or other navigation, but no, fuck it. Let's just do it as pure VR, which, alright. So, two things. First of all, let's maybe make you smaller again. Because all we're interested in this one is our general kind of direction. let's move you over there. And let's grab our tablet. And we'll set our tablet down over here. Honestly, tablet computers, the best. Right, fine. So we're basically following this road that I can't see because we're in a cloud. So we're not following this loch. Oh, there's the viaduct! That's the, hang on. We're gonna go for a bit of a... So that is, I think that's your Harry Potter viaduct. Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. But we're gonna be following the roads through this little chain of mountains. Yes, there it is. I've had a coffee just there. There's a little visitor centre there and you can walk up to the viaduct. Cool. Okay. So yeah, we're basically following this road. So we can actually see the coast, which is pretty good. So it's saying we're only 40 odd minutes to destination. Do we have a destination coded into this? This is my thing. So navigation. This is giving it all for where we took off. Bearing 345. No, so this is code. So it says EGPO, which is Oban, where we took off from. But it's saying bearing 345. So yeah. Anyway, we've got restricted airspace here. So we're pretty much going to follow the road. So this is the thing about VFR flying. You're looking for landmarks, and you're following the landmarks. You know, I should have put random failures on to see if we could maybe have got. Should we do that? Because we have a long flight ahead of us, don't we? Let's do the thing. Random failures. Random failures XE. Cool. Yeah. Oh wow, that's man. That's no bueno. Where are we? Well, this is why you don't alt tab out of a flight sim. Whee! Okay, we've actually lost sight of the road. No, we don't have. That's it here. Basically cutting through this little stream of loch, but then where does it go? Ah, there it is. Cool. So the reason why we need to follow this road is, as you can see from here, the road basically perfectly skirts this restricted airspace. I'm not sure why there's a restricted airspace. I wonder if it's just because it's restricted below 5,000 feet. So it might just be to stop planes flying into mountains, because, you know, that old chestnut. So I can still see that road, we're still dodging that airspace restriction. That's all fine. So I've turned on random failures, so it might very well be that we get a failure at some point or another. I'm not too sure. So let's just see. Yeah, okay. So that is tuned for this. That's pretty good. So we've got our GPS, so we can use our GPS navigation if needs be to get to where we want.
Look how pretty this is.
Ah, shit, we got clear skies. Let's grab the fuel pump on. Make sure to full. Propeller to full. We've got a little bit of clear skies. Wow, yeah. Let's grab a bit of height. To be careful of stalling. Because we obviously don't want to stall. However, we're going to try and grab some height. Because with the clear skies, it might be fun to do a wee bit more aerobatics, huh? Now, I am not very well rehearsed in aerobatics at all. It's been a very long time since I have done any in a real aircraft. And we don't really have as much height as I guess I would like. But yeah. Got your easy ones, you got your barrel roll. Whee! That's always a good fun one. Now that we're not over water, this is going to be dizzying. Watch this. Whee! Yeah, that gets real dizzying real quick. Cool. Got a really high rate of climb. I want to try and get away from this mountain a little bit. So we'll hold on to this. Can we still see that road? Oh yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. I can still see everything we need. That's the main thing. Good shit. Okay. How much height have we got below us? Okay, we're still kind of on. Oh. Sorry. A wee bit of black screen there. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I certainly did. Oh, dishwasher's done. Banging. Alright, let's do it. Let's go for a bit of a nosedive. We're going to pick up our speed a little bit. And we're going to try for a barrel roll. So we want to get to that 150 mark. And we're going to pull back nice and smooth. We'll have to do it on this side. Not barrel roll, this is a loop the loop. Yeah, there we go. Ooh. Excellent. Excellent. This one's going to be... Whoop, go back a little bit too steeply, so we're going to do a stall turn. Okay, done to the wrong side. Aerobatics. That's literally the only ones I know how to do is, you know, barrel roll, whoop the loop, stall turn. I could probably do a few accidentally, but that's kind of usually not. If you're doing accidental aerobatics in a plane, that's usually a sign that you should be, you know, getting ready to hand you a license back in it. Okay, so we've got another set of restricted access, so we're going to follow the coast here. So what we've got over here is the Isle of Mull. So there is a little airport there. I think it's called Glenforsa. Okay, we want to try and come under this cloud. Oh, that was maybe too much. Oh, look at that pretty beach. No. So Scotland is unique amongst airports in that or unique in the world for its airports, in that it is the only country in the world that has an airport that does commercial flights to and from a beach. And it's called Barra Airport. I very much considered going there today, but there's an add-on DLC that I want to get when I've got a little bit more money that really spruces the place up, because FlightSim's made a lot of advances in how they've done their airports and whatnot. Yeah, there's still, in that regard, there's still quite a lot to be desired. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually, now that we're not on aerobatics anymore, let's fuel pump off. Let's tweak our mixture back to 85%, and let's bring our propeller control, to there. How are we doing for fuel? So the funny thing is, we don't seem to be drawing a lot of fuel from our right-hand fuel tank, which is a bit interesting. Our fuel selector is on both. It does look like the right tank is draining a bit faster than the left. But hey ho, not so bad. Got nothing from ATC, and we're not on any checklist territory yet. So we're just going to keep heading towards the bridge over to the aisle. I've got a hair in my eye, which is just really insufferable. Ooh. Ugh. Sorry folks, I keep having a fucking drinks malfunction. Do I still have my... Oh, dude. Good shit. Okay. Ready to punch and drink on the fucking ground. Horrendous. Yeah, okay, this sippy cup idea apparently didn't work as well for me as I would have liked. Gonna have to keep a note of that one for next time. Yeah, sorry, you guys are getting a really scuffed view. Right, so we've accidentally entered into a bit of a turn. And we're also way too high. So this west coast, or this kind of coast area that's off to the left is the Isle of Mull. And then that is the mainland over on the right. I kind of want to take us to go have a wee jaunt at Ellendon Castle, since it is on the way. I think it's up there, basically, where that little islandy bit is. I think. I'm just trying to look at my little nav. Oh no, it's not. Actually, we're probably as well as heading up to the left side of this mountain if we want to see it. So we'll pass over. I think it's Broadford Airport that's on the Isle of Mull. I might be mistaken. It's either Broadford or Glenforsa, I forget. Okay. So we're about half an hour flying away from Benbecula, which is pretty good. So EGEI is going to be our nearest airport. Wonder if we can get low and oversee the airport. Right, I can concentrate on that one. Oh, it's just listed as Isle of Skye Airport. Makes sense. Whereas it's basically dead in front of me. Look. As you can see, the Grob has a fixed undercarriage, so there's no option to retract your gear. I'm trying to see if I can see it. There's a little, it might be hard for you guys to see. I see it better from up here. There's a little small inlet, basically, where that big kind of long island is. Underneath it, there's a bit of coast there, and I think that is kind of where the airport is sited. I think it's between there and sort of where my canopy is just now. Oh, sun's behind us. Sun is definitely behind us. Alright, let's see, am I right? Is my memory right? Because I've been to... We're not on Mull at all, we're on the Isle of Skye. I'm sitting there thinking, it's like, I've not been to the Isle of Mull, but I have been to the Isle of Skye, so why would I know where the airport is? And I realise it's the Isle of Skye. So Scotland's kind of funny in that the Isle of Mull and Isle of Skye, they're very different islands, but when you actually stop and like look at them on a map, they're kind of broadly similar, like broadly similar shapes, which I find quite funny. Ah, yeah, I was right. Do we?
Oh, it's so pretty.
Alright, let's do this. So the reason that we're doing this, so we can look up and see the airport. There we go. There is an airport from upside down. Okay, let's head back across. Yeah, looks like there's something parked at it as well. Oh, how pretty is that? So the funny thing is, I had this hilarious experience. I haven't actually remembered this story for years, but now that we're here, so like I said, I've been to the Isle of Skye once, and we drove there. We obviously didn't fly, and so there is this kind of big bridge. You can just see it coming into view. That takes you from the mainland over to the Isle of Skye, and it's pretty funny. Because we stopped at the town that's just on the mainland side of the bridge, the one that's just above where our nose is just now, And I remember we were sitting there getting food, and I shit you not, the Royal Marines on an exercise fucking invaded the town. We were all just sitting there, like, eating our food, and then the fucking Royal Marines turn up, and it's like, bro, what the fuck? That was a pretty cool experience. So yeah, that is the bridge that takes you over into the Isle of Skye. And what I'm trying to do... So there's a big, beautiful castle. I think it is... My memory might do me a disservice here. But I think it's on the east side of the town, but it sticks out into the water. Yeah, I don't think there's any tower blocks here. But hey ho. So I wanted to go and see it, but I don't want to spend too long doing it, because this is taking us off track. But it's basically it's called the can I see it? I wonder if that's it. There's a little building up ahead. If this isn't it, we're gonna abandon this because this is gonna start taking like way too long. We're still 20 minutes away from Benbecula. But yeah, it's a really pretty castle. It basically like sticks out onto the into the sea. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna find it. Ah, well, it was worth a look. Alright, let's keep going. Oh, I thought I saw some lights in the cloud. Maybe another plane. Maybe it's I, maybe it's no. Or a road. So apparently there's another airfield over here. EG-29 Hawkton Airfield. Let's go for the low pass. Apparently we need to bear right a little bit more to get to Lockton. That's a pretty view. Let's go for the screenshot on that one. With the sun behind us, the panel well lit. Oh, that's real pretty. Okay, right. What just happened there? Oh, okay. Oh, I accidentally hit the reverser button. Oh, there it is. That was easy. Yeah, I had no idea there's a little airfield here. I was like, why does it say we've got no engine throttle? I thought the engine had switched off. That would have been very no bueno. So yeah, here we are. This is apparently Plockton airstrip. All right, let's continue then on our quest. So we're going to start following the north coast. They're going to keep following the coast of the mainland here. And yeah, so we're still half an hour's fly from Benbecula. Part of me wondered about showing you Barra. But I don't think, yeah, we're not going to pass Barra. Actually, we probably want to follow Mull. Skye, not fucking Mull. Okay, we're turning too far over. Yeet. Oh, the fun you can have in an aerobatic plane. Yeah, we actually probably want to follow Sky to its northern tip. So what is the course now? So it's bearing 243. So let's turn to bearing 243. Yeah, I was trying with the autopilot on, but it wasn't really doing anything. To be honest, I've been flying this entire journey by hand, so let's just keep flying it by hand. It's not very often I actually get like this much hand on the stick time, giggity. Because quite often I'll fly like airliners and things, yeah, airliners typically use your autopilot more often than not. Yeah, because there's literally not even any controls that I can see for anything that would be an autopilot. There's definitely nothing up there, and you don't want to. What is this shit? Oh, that's pretty cool. It's got the frequencies for all the shits. Let's just have a look and see. So there's nav and GPS mode. Let's actually put this into GPS mode. I'm just curious if there is anywhere any actual. So that's the fuses, avionics bus. Yeah, so there is. The thing is, there is definitely an autopilot, but it's quite rudimentary, true. But you can control it through like the buttons. There doesn't seem to be any buttons on things for it. Anyway, here's what it is. So this is the northern tip of a set of islands that I don't actually know the name of, but does run next to the place. Cool. So yeah. Now we chill. Lake on a hill. Is there no rudder trim in this? Huh, no, I don't think there is. Anyway, if we follow the tip of this, it will lead us. Where we want that. course, long before. Well, actually, to be fair, it wasn't actually all that long in the grand scheme of things from when flight was invented to when it did. Oh, fucking dick. Jesus Christ.
37 months.
Oh, thank you for the subscription. Oh, I can't see on this one. I'm gonna have to. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go back. Okay, apparently that's still not working. Yeet. Fudge! Have we lost a wing yet? No, we don't have that in this one. Thank you so much for the resub. Welcome in. Welcome on in. Ugh, sorry, my helmet, my headset has come a cropper. I've been having some problems. I've been telling chat with yeah, 37 months is a long time. That's crazy. I've been having a little bit of a problem with my my little sippy cup, and I got it because when I was doing my practice flights ahead of this stream, the one thing I noticed is that like when you've got this on your face, I can't see shit that's in front of me. I can't fucking know. Doing it again, isn't it? Yeah, I can't see shit that's in front of me. So leaning forward and trying to this has been a disaster. This has been a complete disaster. This thing has. Yeah. Leaning forward and trying to grab an open cup container is just an absolute nightmare. But you know what? It's currently doing my head in because it keeps spilling, and I'm honestly starting to fucking run out of fucking kitchen roll to keep cleaning up the shit. So I'm gonna bark break you for a second. I'm gonna change a glass. Alright, so the sippy cup was not the shout. You're here 2 minutes, and the bark is playing good times, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, fucking look at this shit. Well, you guys might not really be able to see it, but, like, fuck! I'm soaked. My joystick is still soaked. My headset's soaked. I'm gonna pick it up to play Wild later, and I'm just gonna be like, why the fuck does everything smell of fucking cider? Anyway, whatever. Yes, we're not gonna talk about the fact that I'm flying an airplane while drinking cider and whatnot. It's fine, don't worry about it. Don't you worry your little cotton socks. Alright, let's get this shit back on the road. Oh shit, where's my other? How did you get on the floor? How did you get on the floor? Now watch this, I'm gonna smash my head off. Okay, cool. We are back in position. We have assumed the position. The one thing I haven't assumed is my goddamn mind. Everyone's back in. I learned my lesson from my last combat flight sim VR shenanigans, in that what you don't want to do is have your big headset on, because your big headset falls off. Why is that not updated? Motherfucker. You know what? You're doing my nothing. Let's get the genital chat back on, as I used to call it, FS desktop. are going for... Which shit? Oh, okay, apparently it's not updated on this one either. The fuck? The fuck you even doing? I wish I clipped you saying joystick. Okay, you're going to bed. Lurking now. No problem, Fudge. Catch you later. Yeah, like, why? Okay. Never if I do this, are you gonna work? Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. Right, fine. Yeah, thanks so much for dropping in, Fudge. Thank you so much for the resub. 37 months is like, that's like 3 years, motherfucker. What? That is a long ass time. But yeah, thank you very much for your support, and have a good sleep. I will try not to be too loud if you're lurking on my stream. How long are we away now? Okay, good. We're under 20 minutes. Minutes till we get there. Now this is going to be fun, because we've got quite a lot of open water to cross. We're in a cloud, so I need to keep myself to VFR conditions, which means I need to be able to see the ground in order to navigate. So I want to get below this cloud if I can. Seem to be in. There we go. Perfect. So what height are we? We're 2,000 feet, and we can see the Outer Hebrides up in front of us. So this is coming up to the tip of the Isle of Skye. Oh, that is an angry cloud. I don't recommend doing that. I generally don't recommend doing that. All I'm doing there is kicking the rudder. Obviously the rudder is supposed to be these nice, small, gentle motions as much as you need. But the sim lets you hammer it. Yeet, 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 yeet. That looks so scuffed. See what that looks like on the outside. Yeet, 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 yeet. That is no bueno. That is absolutely no bueno. Okay, so 2,200 feet is not what we want. I think we need to try and keep the... Because 2,300 feet is the cloud level. Can you imagine me being your airliner pilot? Are you travel sick yet? No. Do you wanna be? Yeet, 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 yeet. Watch the rudder just fall off now. I made myself giggle. So yeah, as long as we can maintain our visual lock on the Outer Hebrides, that is currently the main thing. What I might do here is I might go to the airport list. Oh, Stornoway is eGPO. I thought it was eGPL. I also thought we were going to Benbecula. Well, we're going to Stornoway. Get fucked.
Stornoway Tower Hibble, 2 miles south, 2,200 feet to land.
Hibble 2 Stornoway Tower. QNH 29.902 wind 27 tree at 5.
No,
Make
shit, I
straight
don't-
in runway tree 6.
Make straight in runway tree 6 Hibble 2.
I don't know what 2999. I don't know what 2992 is in Imperial. So we're going to be landing on runway 36. So we're going to be coming in from the north and then landing. What is... Oh, shit. It's bad enough having one Hibble, but a Hibble 2. Yeah, I don't know why I called the call sign Hibble 2 and not Hibble 1. Kind of an oversight on my part. Okay, we want to be heading due north. I want to be heading due north, but I also want to minimize the amount of time that I am over water. Remember, I did turn on the random failures, so at any moment we could have something go absolutely tits up. Random failures gives you failures of literally everything, from just like a single instrument that conks out, or it can be a whole like engine fire, engine failure. So you know we gotta keep that in mind, like them real pilot folk do. Dude, fuck these clouds, man. That's 2,100 feet. This cloud level's coming down. I suppose the other option would be try and get above the clouds. There's a little gap in the cloud over here. Let's maybe try... I guess that we know. So our bearing to our airport destination. So our bearing to our airport destination is due north. Ow, I've got hairs in my eyes. So as long as I can keep the pip between being 3-3 and north, it should be fine. 3-3 is ideal for the minute because that is going to minimize our journey time over, you know. Well, actually, there's an island up there that's probably going to be slightly closer. Okay, let's maybe track towards that island. Let's track north then. Is what we're going to do. I really want to try and get above this cloud. I don't want to be flying through it because we are not IFR rated today. Let's keep climbing. Let's go for that little gap in the cloud there. Speeds come right down, so we're just going to need to watch that for a little bit. And now that we're coming to the top of that cloud, we're going to veer left. So what height are we now? So we're 3,500 feet, so that's pretty tasty in terms of height. And we want to track more towards the north. So we want to keep that island in sight, so if we happen to have very, very sudden engine failure, that is going to be where we're going to park it. I mean, actually, it's probably not, because from here, there's no way we'll be able to make it with an engine failure. I actually do want to bear over those islands, so 006 is the course that we need to be on, so I kind of want to be more over this way. So, what is our before landing checks? Whee! Nice little nosedive, but that's not going to do wonders for our height. So the one problem with trimming your aircraft, like I did earlier, was that it puts you into quite a delicate balance. So it puts you into a balance of vertical speed and forward speed. And if you start if you start giving yourself more speed, then that's going to give yourself more climb than you accounted for, which is going to make you go up, which is going to make you bleed the speed, which is going to make you dive, and you basically when you balance the system, you put it into a kind of state of equilibrium, and then if you give yourself a little bit more speed, or if you change your vertical speed at all, you get what's called honestly, I can't remember which way around it is. So there's what's called phugoid oscillations, and then there's deltoid oscillations, and I forget which one's which, but you can get one that is like vertically. So basically, if I try and show you, can I show you? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push the nose down, and you're gonna see the speed's gonna come up. And the speed coming up means that there's more lift over the wings, so the vertical speed now comes up. And even though I've got the system in balance, because I've given it a little bit of energy out of balance, so now we're coming all the way up, but now our speed's going down, which is causing us to lose lift over the wings. And now our vertical speed's coming down. And so this is basically going to continue unless I give a little bit of energy one way or the other to fix it. So now that I've given it a little bit more energy, I'm back at pretty much almost an equilibrium. I set it up for I think about 115 knots, and we're doing 120, so gotta keep that in mind. The deltoid is a little, or the winged one, I think this is deltoid, a little bit hard to show off. But wings aren't perfectly level. It's kind of hard to see. But wings aren't perfectly level. There's usually, and if you turn, one is like more level with the horizon than the other, and the one that is more level with the horizon generates more upwards lift, whereas the one that is at an angle has got like a slight directional component to its lift. And so what that means is you do very faintly have asymmetric lift on one side. So if you bank and your aircraft isn't well balanced, then your aircraft is going to want to lean over to the right. I'm doing this with the controls, but then suddenly the wing on the right is level, it's producing more lift, and then it comes over that way. Okay, so all we have to do now is follow the coast up, and then we should be at Stornoway. What track do we need to be on? We need to be on 011, and we're more than that. I can't actually see the coast below us. Yeah, it's funny how smooth this is for you guys, because for me, this is not that was the headset did not like it when I did that, when I did my little Aha, land. Oh, wow, we are quite high. What high are we? What high are we? Oh, brother. I'm curious, actually. Give me a second. I want to check something on the alt tabby tab section. What high are we? Yes. What high we are. Oh. The one problem with taking the headset on and off to see shit is that it keeps ruffling up my hair. And ruffling up my hair is no bueno, because if the hair gets in front of the lens, then it's just prone to constantly getting into my eye. So welcome to the Outer Hebrides. We're going to land at Stornoway. I'm all confused about where we were. First I thought we were over the Isle of Mull and it was the Isle of Skye. I can't remember if it was Broadford or Glenforsa as the airport at the Isle of Skye. Because I'm sure one of them's Mull and I'm sure one of them is Skye, but I'm probably mistaken on that one. And then I thought we were going to Benbecula, but it's Stornoway.
Look at the pretty.
But yes, we are currently 4,800 high, which is a lot of high. What is our airport direction?
Stornoway Tower Hibble 2 is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport. Hibble 2 Airport is 11 o'clock, 13 miles.
Cool. So how far are we away now? Hard to really tell. Oh, we're 5 minutes. Good shit. Okay, 5 minutes. We can do this. We can do this. So now I do want to start our descent, so let's get things prepared. So we've killed the engines and we're going to put propeller control and mixture control up to 100%. Okay, we're not dive bombing the fucking airport, Jesus Christ. So basically, the airport is located in a little spittle between the south and the north. Yeah, I could have sworn it was EG. Oh, do you know what? Fuck, I don't care. I've obviously fucked something up. And actually, that inlet means that we do have quite far to go. So let's just. So we just need to watch. Our RPM doesn't go too high. Because I do have the ability, as you see there, to push it over the red line. So I've configured us for maximum possible thrust. So we're just going to bring a gentle descent. And this is the spittle, which means the airport is basically, if I get my pointing finger, the airport's basically going to be right where I'm waggling my stick. It should be a nice simple landing for us. It's quite a elongated. It's quite a long airport. Used to have 3 runways. I think it must have been like an air base at some point, probably like RAF Coastal Defense during the war. But hey-ho. So we're going to hold our throttle here and we're going to rebalance our aircraft. Okay, that is not balanced. Okay, let's pick up some airspeed. I want to get to kind of. Actually, 100's probably fine. So let's push the nose down a little bit more and get up to 100.
Hibble 2 wind 27 tree
Okay,
at
that's
5.
not runway.
Clear to land runway tree 6.
Why are we... okay, runway 6. Something's happened.
Clear to land runway tree 6 Hibble 2.
Okay, whoa, what has happened here? Why are we... Have we got a fucking failure? Oh, we do. We actually do. We've got a fucking failure. I no longer have elevator control. Oh, motherfucker. Okay, right. This is no bueno. Okay, so I have lost. I've got elevator control, but I have lost elevator trim control. So they are jammed. They are jammed. My elevators are jammed in the full down position. So if I let the stick go, that is no bueno. Okay. So there is the runway there. Now there's no option in the default ATC. I'm following a mod at the moment. It's called Beyond ATC, which looks to really change the way the simulator handles air traffic control and traffic management. But this is going to be bouncy because this is already really hard to control. Okay. Let's try and not go beyond the red line, because if we lose the engine as well, this is going to be pretty scuffed. I can't believe you're landing on... What? I'm landing on you? What? Aviate, navigate, communicate, yeah. How the fuck do you know that one, Fudge? That's a very valid point. So I do have an add-on that does... Okay, we're slowing down maybe a bit more than that. I do have an add-on that allows you to have like a degree of passenger simulation. There's a lot of issues with it that I'm kind of hoping to get over at some point. But I do have a video I could maybe put on. So let's just see. Right. Fuck. Okay. Okay, no. Yeah, I've got absolutely no control over the trim. Right, okay, fine. This is gonna be super sketchy. This is a proper pan emergency landing. Maybe have the fire brigade on that our standby. Okay. So what we're gonna need is lift. So let's grab our landing flaps. My headset's passing out. So I think I'm right in saying you guys don't see these frame rate drops the way that I do, which is a good thing. I want to take the quickest of pauses and check. Yeah, so you guys don't see the way this thing. You have an ATC friend and you look up at Long Flying so you can make jokes with them. Yeah. Oh, the Isle of Lewis, right? I get you. But yeah. Okay, let's do this. So we've had a failure. We've had a very definite failure. So let's see if we can make the airport. Oh brother. Oh brother, this is real rough. Okay, this is the most thrust that I can safely get out of this. I can push the engines further if I need to, but I don't need to. We are... Where's the Pappy? Okay, we're very high. let's just kill our airspeed. And we're gonna bring it in. We want the height. We are coming in high, but we want the height advantage just now. Okay, I think I've got a good handle on the controls here. Okay, yeah, we're gonna be fine. Unless I fuck it up here, we're gonna be absolutely fine. Yeah, shut up with your stall alarm. Okay. Oh, we're done.
Hibble 2 exit runway when able.
Don't have to tell me twice, Jesus. Well, there we go, folks. We survived the. We survived a landing with absolutely no elevator control. Well, with absolutely no elevator trim control. The one thing that's really good that FSX added that FS 2004 never used to have is the fact it's actually got runway undulation, so you can see the bumps and things of the runway. They're not perfectly flat.
Hibble 2 exit runway when able.
Yeah, I fucking know. Fucking know. Give me a place I can. Okay, I can leave here.
Hibble 2 contact ground on 119er decimal 48.
119er decimal 48. Acknowledge.
119er decimal for 8 Hibble 2. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Alright, request taxi to parking.
Stornoway ground Hibble 2 request taxi to parking. Hibble 2 taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo Bravo 2.
Bravo Bravo 2?
Taxiing to general aviation parking using taxiway Bravo Bravo 2 Hibble 2.
Can I actually use this? Oh. No, okay. I was hoping for a follow me car, but I don't think I can get one. So yeah, the traffic is with the airport mods a bit inaccurate. You wouldn't get like an Airbus like that's parked over there. So I have to take Bravo 2 and then a Bravo Bravo 2, but I've got no idea what taxiway this is. Terrain. Yeah, it can't be a good proper GPWS. There was an aircraft I was flying, just like dicking around in. So this is. Okay, I can't just go there. It's a little bit blurry. Where is the general? Okay, this is a J-Bar general aviation park. I need a fucking sign. It's the airport fire service. I need a fucking road sign. Alright, let's just go this way. Because this looks like general aviation parking. Okay. Fine, fuck it, it'll do. We're stopped. We're here. Let's just find the place, shall we? Let's go next to this Beechcraft. That'll do. So yeah, there we go. We fucking survived that, didn't we? Okay, so we got the break in. Now let's just see. So yeah, there is absolutely no control in this. God damn. Okay, sleep now. We have land to save. Yeah. Well, I was gonna show you Fudge. If you had 1 second before you go to that there sleep. It's gonna be under the H drive, isn't it? I do. Oh yeah, there is. Hang on, I wanna turn this off so I don't ruin it. Yeah, here we go. Oh! Fucking dick! Rallick! How's it going, Rallick? How we doing? How do we do? Hey, Cecilia! How we doing? Alright, here we go. Here's what I was gonna show you. So let's go for window capture. Let's get the window capture up. How we doing, everybody? Yeah, you did actually. Fudge jump scared me as well. It was, you know, it was a thing. Oh, huh? Why no show? Oh, is it because you're okay? That's why. Right. Hibble in the bubble. Hibble back in the bubble. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, everybody. Rallick, thank you so much for the shout out. Welcome in. Let's give a shout out to the wonderful Relic 1UP. How are you doing, buddy? I feel like I haven't spoke to you in ages. But the truth is, I've been gone for streaming for like nearly 3 weeks. So you know that makes sense. Apparently, my shout out commands aren't working. Cool. That makes perfect sense. Really? Fucking really? Nightbot, the fuck? The fuck? You've been gone too. You're just back last week. Aha, I see. Okay, let's try this again. Rallick 1UP. Okay, motherfucker, we're doing it the native way. Shout out. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you're not already if you're not already following Rallick 1UP, I strongly recommend that you do so. Rallick's a good friend of mine, and normally I would tell you probably what he's been playing, but because my fucking add-on didn't fucking work, I can't fucking do that. So Rallick, what were you playing today? The Naked Ways are also good. Oh, fair enough. But yeah, so Fudge, what I was going to show you was this was me in VR attempting landing in a small passenger airliner where I had a failure. It turned out not to be a failure. It was just a colossal like cretinous fucking doing of my part. But the important thing is that you can hear the passenger add-on that I was testing out at the time. So basically, we're just coming in to land in Glasgow, and because of what was apparently a control failure, I basically used the buttons to tell the cabin to go to brace. So here we are. So you can hear them in the background just shouting all the passengers to get into brace position. Brace, yeah. And this was like, you can see a little bit of like jitteriness in the stream quality. This is why I've been trying to put a lot of work into getting the setup better, and it's definitely been better today, which is good. It's not panic-inducing yet. It's pretty panic-inducing. Hey Diamond, how's it going? So from the minute it's called the cabin, the cabin keep them in the brace position until we land. As you can see, I'm riding the struggle bus to keep it controlled. And then we're done. And then there's a little bit of a bug here because it's like, you know, thank you for flying British Airways. You hope we choose us again, rather than this is an emergency situation. You know, please stay seated. Hey, Deluxiton, what VR headset am I using? Yeah, I fucking buttered it. At least you're landing in the airport. That is true. That is true. There is a clip. There is a clip from my FSX days. That a friend of mine who is like we sat there and critiqued this. Yeah, this was engine failure on one of my flights, and I ended up landing on a hillside somewhere. Can you just imagine? And you hope. Yeah, I know. What headset am I using? VR headset is the Oculus Quest 2. I'm just in the background getting set up for something else. Oh yeah. There we go, there it is. So if I do this just while I'm getting set up, so we're going to change game briefly, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do a little bit of combat flight sim action, which will be quite good. I'm just going to... let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, so this is back in the FSX days. So this is the simulator. This is the simulator before Microsoft Flight Simulator. What we've been doing. So you can see we've got FS Passengers, which is you know, one of the passenger mods. And I can't really remember where this happens.
Be careful now. Your assigned altitude is flight level 50.
That's radar contact shouting at me. Oh yeah, here we go. Well, somewhere anyway. The reason I can tell it's not that it's already happened yet in the video is basically because FS Passenger had the thing of like passenger fear, which they get during turbulence. I'm just trying to see where this happens. Basically, the long and short of it, actually, I'll just cut over here. Basically, the long and short of it, the engine fails, we end up having a powered off flight into a
400
into a field. So the Deluxiton, I don't use the link cable. And the reason why I don't use the link cable is that I don't have. Well, I guess I could plug it like directly in, but basically, if I don't have the battery pack on
50, 40,
the
20,
back of the
10.
headset, then what happens is like, it's really heavy at the front and you've got nothing at the back to support it, and it really overly strains my neck, so I have to have the battery pack on. I guess I could just have the battery pack. Bark break's been around for years. This video is 7 years old. Gotta love the bark break. So yeah, hello. So yeah, that's why I don't use the link cable, is because basically because if I take the battery pack off, it just puts far too much strain on my neck, which I really don't want. Oh, did I not have an option? Hang on. I might have fucked this up. So yeah, we're gonna very quickly change over to do a little bit of sun. I now use bark in my everyday vocabulary, and I blame you. Yes, love it. Love to see it. Okay, right. So we need to. Let's do this. Skadoop. Skadoop, badoop, badoop. Cool. Oh, the quest link's turned itself off because I've had the headset off for too long. Launch. Cool. Okay, so that is going to turn itself up. So now if we start the game, it should actually start correctly. Okay, time to have a yeet. Yeah, no problem, Fudge. Catch you later. Yeah, we're going to do some combat flight sim flying now, which will be, you know, good shit, I hope. But yeah, I do want to try again with the link cable at some point. Where are you? What's your name? Doxidin. Because you know, it should in theory be better, which would be good. But the other thing that I need to consider is the fact that when I tried with the link cable previously, because it's not my first time trying with it, it was a nightmare. And like, you know, if you move around a lot, I mean, you can see I've got the charging cable that sits here, and as you move around, like the slightest movement with the link cable will kick you out of the link, which, you know, makes it useless. It's absolutely useless. Anyway, Rallic, sorry, how was Fallout 3? Fallout 3 is an inspired choice. It was my introduction to the Fallout series. It's probably one of my you know, more favorite games. Let's restart Steam VR because it is once again not behaving itself. Yikes, you've never owned a Quest set, you've always been Vive. Yeah, this is my first VR headset, and like I say, I used to do the I used to use the link cable, or at least try to, and like literally that was just a problem of as soon as you turn or like move your head too aggressively, it kicks the link cable out of it. The reason why I'm keeping this on my head, by the way, is I need to keep the thing